All right, we are back and we are live. Let me just open up the volume mixer and make sure everything's not super loud. All right. Alrighty, so sorry about the last stream for you, those of you that are coming back to the second part. Hopefully, I will be able to edit that video with YouTube's editor instead of me having to download the video and edit it myself. I tried just a bit ago to edit it, but it kept on giving me an error, so we will see. But anyways, we were working on the cage in the last video so we could bake normal maps inside a Blender. And it's weird hearing myself talk twice, so I'm gonna mute it. Alright. I know the voice is working, so that's all good. Alright, so let's see. So this is the cage. So we will turn on the original, but we will go ahead and be clicked on the cage. And let's see if we're going to get a bunch of errors in sculpt mode. And let me change the view again. And zoom out here. Press in. So we're on matcap. And let's see if where is I don't know, let's try a different clay. Anyways, we want beyond this. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and inflate this just a little bit. And go to the tool here. And we're gonna do front faces only. And let's go ahead and just kind of inflate this just a little bit. Go ahead and raise the brush size a little bit. And we're just gonna bring this cage out here a little bit. I just want it to, and let me come back here and let's do random because I want to be able to see the underlying mesh. So go ahead and push these faces out some. We'll go ahead and do the bottom as well. And what we're doing here is we're just making this cage so the lights will only bounce inside of this cage, and it will bounce off of the cage back onto the mesh, and hopefully we will stop some of those clipping issues that we were having in the previous video. Just want to make sure that this cage is big enough to cover this mesh and the high poly mesh. So just going to buff some of these guys out here. Maybe. This guy's not wanting to be too cooperative here. All right, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and puff out the bottom of this too. And I guess I need to start posting some links to my website and things of that nature in Discord. I do have a Discord, had a Discord for a long time, and it's been pretty silent though. But I also I've been missing MIA for quite a long time, so I plan on doing a video about that for some longtime followers that's been on the channel for a long time, just to update you guys, and I guess anybody else new that comes along as well. It's a little bit of a touchy subject for me and kind of hard to talk about, but I feel that it's probably owed to some people because normally I'm pretty good about uploading videos, but I don't know, the past couple years they hadn't been as frequent as I like. But everybody gets busy in life. And try to smooth that out a little bit. We're just wanting this for a cage, so I'm not worried about the topology on this. Smooth that out some. Just holding down shift to smooth this out. And those of you that are new to 3D, this might seem kind of scary or like a lot of work or whatever. And I mean, I guess it could be. 3D is a lot of work. It's just not plug and play for the most part. Kind of smooth some of that back out a little bit. Like I said, this is just the cage, something for the light rays to hit. Oh, I wish YouTube was a little bit more laxed with their music policy, kind of like Twitch. I mean, Twitch has rules about it too, but they don't enforce it too much. I get a drink here. Sorry if you could hear me slurping on my drink in the background. But just remember, this is live. So for those of you that come by and watch this later on, hopefully YouTube will let me edit the video without downloading it and stuff. So just know that this was recorded live. So that's why I'm just, if it seems like I'm goofing off, I'm really not. But can't blame me because it's live. So I just kind of wanted to go through a little bit of this process with people that don't have access to other softwares. And I just wanted to show that you could get this done inside of Blender as well. So let's see. Why is... Let's just make sure. See, now we got some clipping on the high poly here, so I'm glad that I decided to check that out because we want this cage to engulf the high poly and the low poly. So seeing something like why can't I think right now? And something like Substance Painter, it will do this for you yourself. I mean, I think if I remember right, Substance Painter will allow you to import your own cage as well, but Substance Painter's defaults are pretty good. So I think the high poly is pretty engulfed in there too. So is the low poly. So I think that will be good for the cage here. So we're going to go ahead and go out of sculpt mode. And this is the cage. This is what it looks like. So we don't need the flat. We want this, and we want to come back. We'll go back over here to the shading section of everything, and we don't really need that mode right there. So we're on the normal map right now. We're making it normal. So for those of you that didn't see earlier, so we're in cycles right now. I went ahead and made a texture node, made a new texture for the normal map, which I think I made 2048, and we're here in the bake mode. So we are going to bake a cage, and the cage object is going to be the comforter flat cage. There we go. And let's go ahead and bake, and let's see how this bake turns out. So we want to bake selected to active, right? So we got the comforter high. We are going to select that, and then we are going to shift select the comforter. Where is the comforter? Oh, well, I guess it makes sense if I turned it on, right? And then we're going to shift select the comforter flat low. And let's go ahead and press the bake button. Now there we go. We got us a way cleaner, way better bake. Oops, I didn't want to do that. So we got us a still pretty low poly, because I think this is only 2048. But I could go ahead and bake again, and I could show you guys what this looks like before. But there was a ton of clipping on here. So let me go ahead and I'm still trying to get used to the shortcuts, guys. They changed quite a bit of stuff. So I don't know, if we go to the UV editing part, we do not need the high poly, so I don't want to be selected on that. I just want to be selected on the low. So thank you very much. Just the low. Then we'll go into the edit object there. And we can go out of it, and you'll see that it's pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and save this image. I'm going to save as, and we'll just go into the bake. And new folder. We'll just call this Blender Bake. It's the comforter normal. That's fine for right now. And just save the image. And we could go back into the shading section. And let's go ahead and hide this cage. And we'll hide the high poly. And then we'll just come back over here and we'll press Shift A. And we will go to vector, normal map, and we will change this the non-color, and we'll hook the color up here. And then we'll go back into Eevee. And let me add a light. What is going on here? Where is the... Okay, so we want to move this into this collection. There we go. There we go. We got some light on the subject. So like I said, that bake wasn't a super high quality bake. We could go ahead and up the texture and up the samples. But as you can see, we got some texture on there. So if we come back to the flat low, and we could just change the base color of this to, I don't know, some kind of blue, and give it less roughness. And we could turn the high poly back on, and we could hide the low. Well, I mean, I guess it does. Let me go ahead and try something here. I don't think I smooth shaded it, but I guess it don't matter. Now remember, we could always, oops, come back over here, and we could always do like a Control-2. Blender's gonna handle it. Please don't crash. So it may have crashed. Let's open up a new session and recover last session. Oops. Cover last session. So it didn't save any of our sculpt. See? Always save, guys. Always save. But it looks like it came around. So if we go into modifiers here, 15 million verts. It smoothed it out some. But I'm going to go ahead and take this modifier off of here. And so we got a normal bake. So the next thing we will do is we will go ahead and create a new image, and let's try an AO bake. We'll do a 2048, and we'll press OK. And this time we are definitely going to save. So we are going to turn the low poly back on, Right now, we'll turn the high off. And we'll click back on the low poly. And we'll go ahead and disconnect this. I'm going to Shift D. Another image texture. And we'll go ahead and we'll click on the AO image now. Make sure we're clicked on that. And then we'll come back over here to this little TV or whatever it is. And we'll go back to cycles. The light paths. What we got here? So we only got 128 for this. I'm going to turn up, let's try 500. And let's go ahead and switch over to an ambient occlusion bake. Still got the cage. And let's see what we get going here. So I need to go ahead and turn back on the comforter high and the cage. So we're going to click back on the comforter high and then shift click the comforter flat low. And I should probably rename that, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and give it a bake. This might take a few seconds because it's 500 samples now. The normal I don't think matters on the sampling, but the AO does. So while we're waiting on that to bake, we will go ahead and look and see if there's any more questions. So I didn't notice this before, so I'm going to, I believe there is an add-on for that, but I am pretty sure it is a paid add-on. Unfortunate. See, I love that spell check. Unfortunately, you'll have to go and remake your seams again on the low poly mesh. I will try to come up with a work around for this issue. Oh, it wants a comma. Whatever. You'll have to go and remake your seams. Why is that telling me? Whatever. Anyways, let's see. How to import animations. Oh, Mario Render Bro answered that question for you. I don't really work with animations too much inside of Marvelous Designer, so I couldn't answer that question for you anyways. But thanks, Mario, for answering him. I haven't thought about doing it this way. Also, as a side note, if the verts are close enough, using remove doubles, then changing the merge distance. Quick way of doing it. Yes, yes. This is the third time I've tried to post this comment. I keep hitting enter and then losing it all. Hopefully none of the other partial comments will show up somewhere below. For those having issues with concave faces, I was straightening some of my rows in the mesh that I retopologize in ZBrush, and some faces ended up getting moved out of position to straighten rows. Highlight the row, choose SZ0 for horizontal. I couldn't see which face was concave, so I highlighted. I also had issues with overlapping vertices from adding knife cuts certain areas. I just went in edit mode, made sure I clicked vertex select, and just box select my mesh. Press B to activate box left, any unmerged extra vertices. Now, I already answered that. Let's see. Target contains concave polygons. Did I answer that? Oh, you're talking about inside of ZBrush. There should be an option to triangulate. Bind before I added a shape key, so doing it over fixed somehow. Hmm. I'm not sure. This is from 8 months ago. I'm not sure in which program you're talking about. All right, I think that bake is done. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and close this other version of Blender I got going up here. So that is a pretty well. Let's go ahead and let's turn the cage off, and let's turn the high poly off for right now. And let's just hook the AO up directly into the base color real quick. I'm in cycles. I don't want to be in cycles. Let's switch back over to Eevee. So under here, this doesn't really matter so much because this ain't going to be seen. So I'm not too worried about that. But there are some clipping here. And in the back here. So that means that I need to expand the cage a little bit. So I'm going to turn off the low poly, and then I'm going to turn back the cage, turn the cage on, I mean, sorry. And we could leave, we're going to go back in the sculpt mode here. And let's go ahead and turn on the look dev. I'm not understanding the clipping here. Let's go back into sculpt mode. Let's go back into the inflate. So actually, I'm gonna go back into the look dev mode real quick, and I'm going to Control Z that, and where is changed everything smooth, and let's do Shift F, and let's change the strength of the smooth brush here. I'm wondering if the clipping isn't caused from these points here. Let me just go back to a basic side. No, no, no. And let me turn off random, and let's just do object. Let's just smooth these edges out just a little tiny bit more. And then let's go back into our inflate brush. And let's inflate this guy just a little bit more. Let's inflate it on top too. And then we were getting issues over here again, if I remember correctly. So we're getting issues under here. See if we can't fix this a little bit. And I'm not too sure why these were clipping here, because this cage should have helped with that. I mean, like I said, it don't matter because this ain't gonna be seen under here. So, but go back to the smooth brush and kind of smooth these points out some. We could go back to the inflate. Inflate this a little bit different. Let's turn back on the low poly, make sure there's no clipping there, and we'll go back to the random colors. So, and then let's turn on the high poly too and make sure that there's no clipping. All right, let's go back into shading, and let's try to bake this one more time. Go back to cycles over here. Let's make sure we're clicked on our AO. Samples 500, that'll be fine. Selected the active, so we're going to click on the comforter high, shift click the comforter flat low. Let's raise this up just a little bit. Let's raise it up to maybe 0.2, and let's bake. All right, then let's go back to seeing if there was any questions on the old video of this. During 1430 through 16, as you're merging, how are you merging in that manner? Shift click the other. Oh yeah, the auto merge. To be honest with you, I'm actually waiting for the Blender 2.8 release candidate to come out. It was supposed to come out today, but I guess they are having some issues still with it or something like that. They said it was supposed to come out within the next 24 hours. So I'm waiting for pt.2 to be able to get all his pie menus working again, because I paid for some of those pie menus, so I'd like them to work inside of Blender 2.8. Oh, okay. Well, that means that you had some ingons. Did I answer this? So, I had that issue. I wonder if I could recreate that issue. Just a little, I guess. What was I gonna say? Anyways, there are issues with those concave meshes. After we get done with this, I will try to see if I can't recreate that, because I had that issue the other day too. Oh, I forgot I had a Patreon. Anyways, let's see here. We are almost done with our bake. I like pie menu so much. This other guy made this pie menu for 2.8. It's for the move, scale, rotate, and all that stuff. Snap objects, cursor, switch cursor. So I just want it for the scale, rotate, and translate stuff. Or you could do all. You could toggle them on and toggle them off. So we did fix some of the clipping issues, but there are still a couple of them that are still clipping, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the cage off, turn the high poly off, and let's go ahead and reconnect this to our base color. I'm still in cycles. Let's go back to Eevee. That's fine. We could fix that up in GIMP or Photoshop or something like that. So that'll work for now. That'll work. That'll work. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this image out. Let's rename this to underscore AO at the end. There we go. Save that guy out there. We don't really have any color. Oh, I mean, we could bake like the blue from it. Let me go back to the look dev. Um, we don't have no roughness. I mean, I could go through here and we could make this, that, and the other, but I don't want to do that. So what I could do is I could just go ahead and add a. I'm just gonna do it this way. So we're gonna do a diffuse and Shift A, and we're gonna do a mix shader. And I'm gonna hook the color up to the diffuse for the AO. And then I'm gonna hook that to the shader. Actually, let's not do this. Let's do a Shift A, and let's do a. Sorry, I'm debating on what I want to do. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do a mix, and we will mix. You could try different ways. Oops. Oh my gosh. What am I doing here? So we'll go ahead and we will hook the normal map back up into here. This is a non-color. What's going on? Oh, we're in cycles. I don't want to be in cycles. I want to be in EV. There we go. So we're getting a mix of these. I don't really want that. So let's Shift A. Let's try an add shader. What's up with this lighting? Way too bright. Let's go ahead. I'm not sure why they don't have AO added just to the principal shader where you just plug that sucker in there. So we're just going to come through here and we'll mix this guy. Could even make it like a dark purple or something like that. I'm going to do a multiply. Interesting. So they want strictly colors, huh? All right. All right, so we'll go Shift A, and what we will do real quick is we will go ahead and just hook this back up to the surface, and we'll leave that alone, and we'll press Shift A, and we'll go ahead and just add another image texture, and we will come over here. Oops. And we'll add a new image, and we will just call this comforter underscore diffuse. 2048 is fine. And we will switch back over into Eevee again. Or I mean, I'm sorry, in cycles. And we will go ahead and we'll just do the diffuse. And we don't want none of the lighting, we just want the color. So this is just going to bake a solid color for us. So go ahead and add the diffuse to this. Make sure we're clicked on this image node. 500 should be fine. Now we'll just go ahead and turn the high poly back on. Turn the cage back on. Select the high. Shift select the low. And then we will bake. I don't know why this is taking so long, but okay. What is this? Autosave. So this should be saved in. There we go. My G drive. And we'll open up the preferences again, and let's see, under system or file path. Any day. It's just color output. Why is it taking so long? It's almost there. I forgot that this has a vertex color on it. I should have took that off. Oh well, we'll go with blue. We'll stick with blue. That's fine. We'll save the image as convert to diffuse. That's fine. Save image. Alright, so we'll go with AO on top, and we want to put this mix RGB on multiply, and we'll put the diffuse in there, and then we'll put the color into the base color here, and the normal into the normal here, and then we will go ahead and turn off the cage, comforter high. Then we'll go back into Eevee. Change that to 1. Clamp it. So as you can see, we're getting a pretty good looking low poly model going on here. I said I wasn't planning on going all out, but I figured I'd walk through some of this stuff that I do. So this is a very simple setup. So we baked an AO. We went ahead and baked the diffuse color. And then we baked a normal map. And then we'll just go through and control roughness and specular and all that stuff in here. Now that's just for the looks here inside of Blender, but we could go ahead and render out a roughness map and all that kind of stuff, but we don't need that right now. So go back to the layout. Alt H, and let's go ahead and so instead of scaling this up, I'm just going to scale this bed down just a little bit. And we could Shift A and just go ahead and add a plane. Scale. Where did that get added? Why is that getting added there? We'll just scale this guy up. We don't need it that big though. Let me go ahead and just speed this up a little bit. And we'll add some smooth shading on there. And we'll scale this guy on the X because like I said, it don't need to be that big. Alright, we'll go back here and we'll just give it a new material. And I don't know. We'll make this guy super shiny. I don't know, we'll leave it that color for right now. So that's the low poly comforter. And like I said, you guys want more high quality folds and things of that nature. I'd go in and I would sculpt the comforter high poly. And then I'd sculpt some folds into it and things of that nature. So, and then the next one, we will do this one more time, and we will go ahead and we'll turn the, see, we got the pillow high, pillow flat high, and the pillow flat low. So I don't remember, let's see, we go to the high, and let's go, I'm sorry, let's go to the pillow low. And did we add, let's see, we don't need the pillow high on right now. I didn't notice, did we have shape keys on this? Yes, we did. So we go to the pillow flat low and we go to the modifiers and we will go ahead and add the surface deform and we'll do pillow flat high. Turn the interpolation up, and then we will bind this guy, and we'll go back to the high here and turn the shape key, and then let's turn the high off. Click on this and add some smooth shading to it. So we will go ahead and Shift D this guy. Oops. And we will press M and put this in its own collection. So this is going to be pillow underscore flat underscore low underscore copy. And we can turn that guy off. We just want to keep a copy before we go over here to the modifiers tab and we apply this. Now we can go into edit mode. And these guys should be pretty lined up. So we could press Alt M and merge by distance. Let's Control Z that. Let's press Alt M again. Merge by distance, and let's calm that guy back down a little bit. What's going on there? Merge by distance. Bam. Did they all get merged? Oh, they didn't. I think these guys did. I think they all got merged this time. Yes, sirree. That's shading, no. Interesting. Oops. What is Alt in now, huh? Recalculate. Shift in. Let's check our face. Normals. Make sure that they are all facing outwards. Yep, they are. Okay, we go ahead and turn those guys off. And so we could go back over to UV editing over here and what is going on here? Press Control E. Mark seam. A, U, unwrap. Let's go ahead and scale this guy down some. Let's scale this guy down some. And it's got UVs on it now. The shading though, I'm not a big fan of the shading. What's going on here? I'm gonna put some holding edges in it. There we go, that's a little bit better. All right, so we got that. And so we could go ahead and do the same thing with this copy. So we could just go pillow underscore cage. Or actually, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and let's just make another copy of this shifty, and we'll just make this the pillow sport cage. And we'll go into sculpting and we will do the same thing for this guy. Just inflate him some. Oops. Go ahead and do the bottom now. And let's go ahead and turn on the pillow high poly. So we need to come out with this guy some more. So this is only like, this isn't nothing fancy. I just made this pillow embedding just to make this video. I only spent maybe 20 minutes or so inside of Marvelous to make this. So, alright. Go back to the layout. So pillow flat high, we Don't want on. We want pillow high on. Alright, let's go back and let's go to cycles. Oops, I don't want to be rendering. Let's go over to shading. And let's go to the pillow flat low. And let's go Shift A and let's add a image texture here and go ahead and press X and delete that. Let's do new and we'll do pillow underscore NM for normal. And we'll add the normal here. And we will switch over to the normal. And we want the cage to be the pillow cage. So let's select the pillow high and then the pillow flat low next, and let's select bake. So we got some clipping with this normal. And why is this? Pretty sure this cage was. That's alright. We will go ahead and just use that for now. Let's go ahead and save the image. Pillow normal, save. Let's go ahead and. So we're getting issues with the normal, so we're gonna have issues with the AO on this too, so. Let's just see how bad the issue is going to be with the AO. Or with the ambient occlusion, I should say. Let's bake. So this might take a little while. So I should probably always bring this up going on here. At the beginning of the videos that I do have a website. And you guys can come check it out. I need to make some more speed art videos and things of that nature, but the thing I wanted to show is that there is a forum on the website. So I didn't know if you guys knew that there was any forums. There's forum rules, which makes no sense. We got general discussion over here. Got some different views. But you guys could log in or sign up onto the forum. I don't collect anybody's info or nothing like that, so just come here, and if you guys got questions or anything of that, you guys could come over to the forum and have some art discussions. I need to make some game dev ones and things of that nature, but it's there. And then of course, you know, the blog and all that stuff is there. So I went ahead and I updated the site not too long ago. So anything that I have like downloads and things of that nature or whatever, you guys could come check this out here. And a lot of the things, I think I have a downloads section here somewhere. Yeah, I do, download or free download. So this is pretty old. I made this quite a long while back. So I'm rendering right now, so that's why everything's moving a little bit slow. It's got the download button. These are just some effects that you could put into your image manipulations if you guys are into that. It looks like I need to go through my posts and I need to add some more download tags because there's a whole bunch more stuff to download on here. So you can drop me a line here. Also, I do suggest to go to the forum and become a member of the forum. I got the Wix app, so you guys can go ahead and talk to me on there. It's another place. But yeah, so it's at gimp2.wixsite.com/gimptoot. It looks like everything finished baking, and ooh, that is a bad AO bake. So what's going on here? So we are still getting some clipping. So you see all this stuff, all this breakage and stuff right here. This is the issue that we're getting with the AO bake on this. So I need to make the cage a little bit bigger, and I probably need to expand the extrusion distance. We're still getting some clipping for some reason, and it's pretty bad. So, but I'm not going to go ahead and get into all that right now. I just wanted to go ahead and do a little bit longer version of this. There was some questions that was asked that I remembered. I don't know if they got deleted or what. Let me go ahead and Yeah, we got some really bad clipping issues going on here. So I might need to make that low poly a little bit bigger. That's actually what is going on here? Something's going on here. Oh. Why is there haha. Okay, let's turn this guy off. So, but we still get the same clipping issues, and it's very, very bad. So, let's go ahead and turn this off. What is going on here? I want you off, and I want you off. So we could go ahead and plug in the normal map. I will rebake that AO here. Let me make sure that it's the right image. We'll do no color data. Shift A, let's go to vector. Do the normal map. And let's get out of cycles. Let's go back into Eevee. I don't know what color we should make this pillow. Usually the opposite of the color wheel goes pretty good with the color. Let's I don't need to be rough like that. So let's go back out to the layout and let's turn our comforter low back on. And let's go ahead and turn, I don't know, oh, that's the pillow, sorry. Go back over here and let's turn this cage back off. Let's turn the plane back on. Shifty. And I don't know. Let's Shift S. Let's go origin to the geometry. Anyways, like I said, this was just a quick setup. This is nothing beautiful or special. That's just to show you that you could get some stuff out of Marvelous Designer, and you could get some pretty quick concepts. Now, if you spend more time in Marvelous Designer and you go up more with the particles and things of that stuff, you could get more quality things. You go through and you sculpt and all that good stuff. You'll get some good looking stuff. But this was just a, I don't like this. Let's go ahead and let's not do that. This was just a quick little demo or whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and get all up in there, and yeah. So anyways, that's it for this one. I will go ahead and try to edit this stuff on YouTube if it lets me. I'll try tomorrow, and I'll try to shorten some of these steps through the video. And if not, then maybe I will go and do some more complex things and make a video about it. But thank you if you stopped by, and thank you for in the future for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.